He was the face of one of television's most groundbreaking characters, a man who brought raw emotion, violence, vulnerability and dark humour to the screen with an incredible authenticity. But on June the 19th, 2013, the world lost James Gandolfini, an actor whose talent left a lasting legacy far beyond his most famous role. This is the story of his life, career, and the tragic details of his untimely death. James Joseph Gandolfini Jr. was born on September 18, 1961, in Westwood, New Jersey. He was raised in Park Ridge, a small suburban town in Bergen County. His father, James Sr., was a bricklayer and janitor at a local high school, a hard-working Italian immigrant from Borgo Valditaro. His mother, Santa, was a high school lunch lady, also of Italian descent, and had grown up in Naples before moving to the US. James was known as a friendly and popular kid. He graduated from Park Ridge High School in 1979, where he played basketball and earned a reputation for being both sociable and a bit of a class clown. He later attended Rutgers University, majoring in communications. It was during this time that a friend convinced him to take an acting class. That moment, almost by accident, would change the course of his life forever. After college, Gandolfini moved to New York City and worked as a bouncer, a bartender, and even a truck driver to make ends meet. He took acting classes at the Actors Studio and slowly started to land parts in theatre productions. His Broadway debut came in the 1992 revival of A Streetcar Named Desire, starring Alec Baldwin and Jessica Lange. In 1993, James caught Hollywood's attention with his role as Virgil, a violent mob hitman in True Romance, written by Quentin Tarantino. Though a small part, his intensity in the role showed something different, something deeper. From there, roles in films like Crimson Tide, Get Shorty, and The Mexican, alongside Brad Pitt and Julia Roberts, helped solidify his reputation as a strong, if often typecast, supporting actor. But it was in 1999 that James Gandolfini would take on the role that would forever define his career: Tony Soprano. A New Jersey mob boss juggling the demands of organised crime with the dysfunction of his personal and family life. The Sopranos, created by David Chase, changed television forever. It was gritty, psychological and cinematic, and Gandolfini was its beating heart. Tony wasn't a caricature of a mobster. He was complex, violent, manipulative, but also anxious, depressed, and desperate for connection. Gandolfini's portrayal brought nuance to a type of character who had always been two-dimensional. He made Tony feel real. Over 6 seasons, from 1999 to 2007, James Gandolfini won 3 Emmy Awards for Outstanding Lead Actor in a Drama Series and became a symbol of a new golden age of television. He later admitted that the character took an emotional toll on him. Tony Soprano's anger and volatility often bled into his personal life, leaving Gandolfini struggling to separate himself from the character he portrayed so convincingly. Off-screen, James was a deeply private man, known to be humble, generous, and sometimes shy. He rarely sought the spotlight. He married twice and had 2 children, a son, Michael, and later a daughter, Liliana. In June of 2013, James Gandolfini travelled to Rome, Italy. It was meant to be a vacation before heading to the Taormina Film Festival in Sicily. He was with his 13-year-old son, Michael. On June 19th, around 10 p.m, Michael found his father collapsed on the bathroom floor of their suite at the Boscolo Exedra Hotel. James had suffered a massive heart attack. Hotel staff and emergency responders arrived quickly, and Gandolfini was rushed to the Policlinico Umberto I hospital. Despite efforts to resuscitate him, he was pronounced dead just over an hour later. He was only 51 years old. The news sent shockwaves across the world. Tributes poured in from fellow actors, directors, and fans who had been moved by his work. David Chase called him a genius, saying Gandolfini was a great actor, but an even better man. His body was returned to the United States, and a funeral service was held at the Cathedral Church of St. John the Divine in New York City on June the 27th. It was attended by over 1,000 people, friends, family, co-stars, and countless admirers. Though James Gandolfini is gone, his work continues to inspire. His son, Michael, would later step into his father's shoes, playing a young Tony Soprano in the 2021 film The Many Saints of Newark. It was a poignant passing of the torch, a tribute to the role and the man who originated it. James Gandolfini didn't just play Tony Soprano. He helped redefine what acting could be on television. He showed us the darkness and fragility that exists beneath strength, and in doing so, created one of the most iconic characters of all time.